Longtime Trump aide and former White House communications director Hope Hicks has been called to the stand in the former president's hush money trial.
Change in the course of actions. Big news is coming from inside Manhattan Courthouse in New York City. Hope Hicks is now in the game, said to be an ultimate insider and witness to every action, or perhaps we should be saying every scandal of former President Donald Trump. Hush money trial seems to be getting interesting day by day. Prosecutors have spared no amount of efforts to prove the allegations. No doubt it's a big turn of events to call Hope Hicks to testify in the courthouse. You must be wondering now that what really happened. What aroused the need to call Hope Hicks? What did Hope Hicks, the most trusted and loyal aide to former President Trump, said related to transaction with National Enquirer that turned the course of criminal trial? Was it easy for Hope Hicks to testify against Trump? I know you want answers to all these questions and many more, but be steady as we once again dive into the most important trails in the history of the United States.
Hicks was once Trump's closest and most trusted aide in both the Trump Organization and the White House, with her office just steps from the Oval Office. Her name has already been mentioned multiple times throughout this trial, and now we are waiting to see Hicks take the stand.
Hope Hicks, Trump's former most trusted advisor not only at the Trump Organization and the election campaign 2016, but also at the White House, was called to testify in hush money trials in Manhattan Courthouse on Friday, May 3rd.
Longtime Trump aide and former White House communications director Hope Hicks has been called to the stand in the former president's hush money trial.
Hope Hicks is one of those who have been in Trump's inner circle and is said to have gained complete trust of Trump and his family during her tenure as advisor to former president.
Former White House aide Hope Hicks has taken the stand in former President Donald Trump's criminal trial in New York City. We know that Hope Hicks was among those who were part of Donald Trump's inner circle back in 2016.
On Friday, adjusting the microphone nervously, Hicks took the stand in a Manhattan court as part of Donald Trump's hush money trial, where she was pressed on her knowledge of a deal between the National Enquirer and Trump allies to bury unflattering stories about him during the 2016 campaign.
She was one of his most trusted aides. She came to Trump after being recruited by Ivanka Trump. She later expanded as head of communications for the Trump Organization, and as you know, was there during the 2016 campaign. So she's been in his inner circle for quite some time. Now, I will just say from our team, she says she's really nervous. Our team says that Trump watched her as she walked in and took the stand, but she didn't turn around and look at him. She's still closely connected to Trump world in lots of ways, but surely that relationship has frayed. This crucial time period leading up to the 2016 campaign, what was going on in the White House as well, and there's no one better than Hope Hicks to tell those stories.
David Pecker, former publisher of the National Enquirer, testified that Hope Hicks had been part of a very significant meeting that happened between Trump, Michael Cohen, and himself. In that meeting, they allegedly devised the catch-and-kill strategy.
David Pecker testified that she was in and out of a very significant meeting that happened in 2015 between Trump, Michael Cohen, and David Pecker when they allegedly devised this catch-and-kill scheme.
Hope Hicks testified that she was really concerned about the Access Hollywood tape that was circulated before October 2016 elections, as it kicked a big storm out of the news and could damage their efforts for the campaign. Hicks received the email transcript of the tape before it was circulated and claimed that her initial reaction to Hollywood Access tape was to deny, deny, deny. And she shared the same with senior leaders for further action.
During her testimony last hour, Hicks recounted learning about the infamous Access Hollywood tape and called it a, quote, crisis within the campaign.
Hicks said that it was very concerning for Trump himself and his family. Her statement was reported by App News as, "President Trump really values Mrs. Trump's opinion, and she doesn't weigh in all the time, but when she does, it's really meaningful to him," she also said. "He really respects what she has to say. I think he was really concerned about what the perception of this would be, and yeah, I know that was weighing on him." Upon cross-examination, Hope Hicks described a February 2018 conversation between Trump and Michael Cohen. This was after Cohen had admitted to the New York Times that he had paid Stormy Daniels. Hicks said that even though Cohen's actions were out of character, Trump insisted that Cohen did them out of a sense of obligation to defend him. Although Trump insisted he was not aware of the payments, he later changed his mind and recognized it would have been prudent to handle the situation before the election. Well, the real game begins as Hicks opened shared opinion towards Michael Cohen. Hope Hicks testified that she agreed with the defense's argument that there were times former Trump attorney Michael Cohen would do things that were frustrating to the campaign staff. Hicks said Cohen used to like to call himself Mr. Fix-It, but it was only because he first broke it. Hicks said Cohen would try to insert himself at certain moments. She told the court he would do things at a voluntary capacity but was not looped in on the day-to-day campaign strategy. It seems that Hicks has been quite prudent in her selection of words. She answered every question of the prosecutor and defense with a brief but polite response, keeping her balance weighted more towards her respect for former President Donald Trump. And wow, did we just get the proof of what we said. Donald Trump turned and nodded to Hope Hicks with a small smile when she passed the defense table after she testified for a little under 3 hours.
So she appears at the time, in this particular instance, she appears to have explained what Trump told her about how Michael made the payment. He thought it would be generous. He was appreciative of the loyalty, and then tie it directly to the election. And that's when this person said, you could tell Hope just recognized what she had just done to her former boss.
Close friends and former senior administration officials said that Hicks had no interest in appearing in hush money trails and that she seemed forced to do so. They also said that Hicks still has warm feelings toward the former president and a lot of admiration for him. The jurors, observers, and reporting seems to find Hope Hicks the most credible and effective witness of hush money trials, particularly because of her former role as a silent observer.
Said her initial reaction to the Access Hollywood tape was deny, deny, deny. That was when she had just read the transcript and before the video was actually leaked. So why are prosecutors painting this tape as so central to this case about hush money against Trump?
However, as the most awaited and intense criminal trial of first-ever former President of the United States continue, we expect more changes in the upcoming trials.
The judge is highly conflicted. He should not be allowed to be the judge of this case. He's trying to make it as salacious as possible by allowing testimony that has nothing to do with the case. He wants to make it a nice salacious case, try and hurt Trump, but it's having the opposite effect, I think. We'll see, but the poll numbers are higher than they've ever been, and that's the story. But he's trying to make it as salacious. He's allowing things in that have nothing to do with this case, nothing to do with it. And he's allowing things in, but nothing for us. He gives everything to the corrupt DA. We have a corrupt DA who's not doing his job.
Do let us know your views in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so you are notified as soon as we upload our next video. Thanks for watching.